It's time that you add value to yourself. It's time that you start taking yourself more serious. It's time for you to speak up for you. It is time for you to do what you always knew you were meant to do. Stand up. Stand up. It is your time. Stop sitting back. Stop sleeping on yourself. Stop being so lazy. If I would ask you right now, how much do you think you're worth? Any woman, any person out here would be like, oh, I know I'm all that. I know my worth. Do you really know your worth? Do you really know how much you're worth outside of the titles that you have, outside of being a mom, outside of being a daughter, outside of being a sister, outside of being a wife? Do you really, a girlfriend, whatever? Do you really know your worth? Because if you knew your worth, you would take more time to pour into your dreams and the things that you desire of yourself. If you knew your worth, you would no longer keep allowing that same thing that you've been letting it slide happen. If you knew your worth, you wouldn't keep settling for the things that you have been settling for. It is your time. Take back your power. Take back the things that the enemy stole from you. You should no longer be enslaved to your sins. It is your time. It is your time to fulfill the will that God has for your life. What are you waiting on? Are you letting the enemy play tricks on your mind, making you think you're not good enough, or it's not the right time, or you don't have enough money to do the things that you want to do, or you don't have the right people to support you? None of that matters. What matters is you starting. Sometimes you just need to start. In our minds, we want everything to be perfect. We want everything to align in a certain type of way. We want everything to be so straight to the point, but it's not going to always be like that. So once you just start, God will allow everything to follow after that. Everything that you need will just fall into place. You cannot perfect your craft, then start, because then you will never start, because it'll never be perfect and it'll always be something. But once you start and just set aside the tricks of the enemy with him playing with your mind, look how far you're gonna come. Treat yourself as if though you're worth $1,000,000, because a millionaire would treat his money with care. He will do whatever he can to stay as a millionaire. So if you think you're worth $1,000,000, you know it. Treat yourself as such, so you won't fumble. Because the more you do for other people, more than you do for yourself, is the more you will decrease in your value. Stop decreasing your value, girl. Stop decreasing in your value. Add on to it. Add on to it. And the more you add on to it by doing the things that you love and the things that you desire, no matter who says what, the more everything will start to grow in your favor, because it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. And then you don't even know the people that God has connected to you. So sometimes when you being lazy and you just don't want to start, you holding up 10, 15, 20 other people. Whoever God has aligned with your life, you're holding them up because you're too scared to start. And now they will never have the chance to. You don't know how far you're going to go. But don't let your mind convince you that you won't go far or you won't be successful. Yes, you will, girl. You got it. Times get hard, pray. Times get hard, fast. Keep people out your business. Move in silence. Do what you got to do for yourself. Because don't nobody know your worth like you do. Don't nobody know your worth like you do. So don't decrease in your value because of what they say and who supports you and who's not supporting you. That don't matter. Your support team is going to come from strangers before they come from somebody you know, girl. You got this. Get up right now. You feeling lazy? That's an attack. You feeling like you can't do it? That's an attack. Don't let the enemy play with your mind. It's time for you to take back everything he stole from you. Stop wasting time on wasted time. Time is precious. Stop taking it for granted. God will keep blessing you with the little before he bless you with the big. Stop looking for the big, girl. Accept the little. Be thankful for it. Give him the praise. Because once you do that, and once you start adding them small pieces, them slices, you're going to have a whole cake. And it's going to be bigger once you keep adding the small pieces. So don't take for granted for where you are right now. If somebody wishing that they were there, stop taking for granted where you are right now, girl. Don't take that for granted no more. Imagine that time when you wasn't where you are right now. You prayed to be where you are. You prayed to have something that you have right now. So keep going. The past you want you to keep going. The old you, the inner child in you. Be your own cheerleader. Just like how you're the cheerleader for everybody else in their life. Support yourself as much as you support others. You got this, girl. I love you. See you next time.